Hello guys, my name is Danilo Athyade. I'm a Brazilian 3D artist, and in this video I will show you my workflow for making textures, more specifically the workflow I used to make the textures of my work Leona Hayden fan art, okay? First, sorry for my English, but I hope you understand my explanation, okay? And here we go. I will begin with a polypaint in Zbrush and finish textures in Photoshop. Here we go for Zbrush. Here my model, not here, but here my model. And well, here I have basic colors for work textures in Photoshop, okay? And first we must choose the color palette of the character. The choice of color is very important. Colors say a lot about a character. At this stage I say the following sentence: less can be more. What I mean by that? I mean, you do not need to have many colors of your character to make it interesting. In my work, I tried using 3 different tones for your clothes, not more than that. And here I have green tones, here I have brown tones, and here I have gray tones. And here I have same green tones. Here and here I have same brown tones, okay? And I also try to use the saturated tones to make it more realistic, make everything more dramatic. And so here I have a green desaturated tone, here I have a brown desaturated tone, and I try to make it for all parts of my character, okay? And after choosing the color palette, we can vary the brightness of these colors, lighten some areas and darken other areas. For example, here I have a green tone and I have lightened some areas and darkened some areas. And the central areas are more lightened and border areas are more darkened. And I really like the dark regions border, clearing the central regions. This will cause the colors become more volume, more interesting. And for example, I will show here. Make a one tone here. Here. Okay. Okay, here I have one color, one tone of color. It's not very interesting, okay? I like lighten the central areas. It's only an example, okay? And I like darker some areas, more specifically the border areas, okay? More desaturated here, more darker too. And here I have more volume, more interesting colors, okay? For comparate, okay, here. I make this for all subtools of my character, okay? Think about worn regions and you can bleach white them. Here, for example, the gun. Here I have worn region, for example, more whiten, okay, more lighten this area. And think about dirt regions and you can darken them, okay? For example, the cloths. I have a little of dirt here, a bit of dirt here, and here, and here I have a more darkened area. Okay. After doing polypaint, we can extract the maps from Zbrush and leads them to Photoshop. To extract maps from Zbrush, it's very simple. Okay. And for example, the boots. Here, my boots. Here in UV map, I can change the resolution of image, okay? And here in texture map, I can generate my texture, my diffuse map, my base of diffuse, okay? New from polypaint. Here my map, clone texture, and my texture is here. I flip vertically this texture and export my textures for any folder I want, okay? And we do this with all subtools of my model. Now here we go for Photoshop for work my texture, for work my base textures to make a diffuse map, okay? My entire character has 7 different UVs, then showing Photoshop the process to make one of these UVs, and this is repeated for all other, okay? And here I have metals and leather UV, and this texture, this diffuse map, have a base color extracted from Zbrush, okay? And we have a material information, and we have material information here, leather information, metal information, and we can have some color variation information here too, okay? So I make this now for example. Here I have some textures. Here I have a metal texture I use for metal areas, okay? And these textures I download from cgtextures.com. And here I have leather texture for leather areas, and here I have a marble texture for some color variation for my texture, okay? For make my texture more interesting. Now I have metal texture. I apply black and white for this texture, and this texture here. I duplicate this texture and flip this, and duplicate this texture and duplicate again. I can merge and I can crop this texture. Sorry, I made this with selection tool. Okay, and I can duplicate again this texture. And here we have some scene, so I flip vertically this texture, apply, positioning this texture here, and merge and duplicate this texture, and duplicate and duplicate again this texture. Now we have some metal information here. We can merge all these layers and test blend modes in Photoshop for best results, okay? And I usually use this in overlay mode. And now we have some metal information. Okay, this is my base color, this is my basic color and metal information. And here is not metal material, here's a leather material. So I make a mask here and paint the mask with black color. In areas I not want metal material. And I make same thing for leather areas, okay? Here we have, sorry, this is a fabric texture. Yeah, we have a leather texture. I apply black and white for this and apply this texture for my base color for leather areas. Here, okay, overlay, and this pattern is so big I can smaller a bit this pattern. It's okay. It's okay, and I can duplicate or use this tool for the other areas. Okay, this is my leather areas, and it's okay. And I can make a mask here and painting the mask with black color. In areas I not want leather material. It's okay. And so we have the diffuse map and the base color with material informations. Now we can apply for this diffuse map some color variation. For this I like use a map with many color variations. Here we have a marble map, okay, marble texture, black and white. Put this texture here and apply this texture for all UV. Flip horizontally and merge these layers. Flip again and wait. Flip vertically. And now duplicate again. We have this texture for all UV. Now we can test blend modes for best results. Usually I use overlay mode, but I can text other blend mode, okay? Soft light, and we have good results with soft light blend mode, okay? We can control opacity, and now we have some variation color for my diffuse map. This make my texture more interesting. And for comparison, here my base color I extract from Zbrush. Here some metal information for metal areas. Here leader information for leader areas, and here we have some color variation for all UV, okay? Now we have a diffuse ready, and the process is the same for all other UVs. After diffuse ready, we can do other maps like the reflection map and bump map. To map a reflection, the concept is very simple. Lighter regions where we want more reflective, darker regions where we want less reflection. The reflection color is also important. Metals usually have the reflection of the same color as the diffuse. Most other materials have its reflection in shades of gray. This is what we will do in this map. The leader with reflection grayscale and metals with the reflection of the same color as the diffuse. Remember, lighting tones produce more reflection. So for my reflection map and leader areas, I can do it in black and white tones, and metal areas I can do it in the same color as the diffuse tone, okay? And so I can merge all the layers. I can select the leader areas, and make this a black-white tone of reflection, okay? And before this I can save this with diffuse map. It's very important. Diffuse map. Okay. Now black and white for leader areas, and I can control the strength of my reflection with curves of these areas. Apply this only for leader areas, okay? And here we have more reflection material, and here we have less reflection material, okay? We can test with render and control this reflective with curves in Photoshop, okay? I want a more reflective material with this leader, okay? Here it's okay. And metal areas, we have the same color as the diffuse, but I can control the strength of the reflection with the curves or levels in these areas, okay? So I can apply curves again. This curves control and all maps. So I have make a mask, inverse mask here, and now this control only metal areas, okay? Here we have a metal area with yellow reflective map, but here is few strength map for reflective, and here we have a very strength map with reflection. Okay, I like make more contrast with this map. In these areas we have a few reflection, and these areas we have a more reflection, more strength with reflection. Okay, so here we have a reflection map for this character. Remembering, test the render to know if you need more or less reflection for this map. Okay, and we can come back from Photoshop and make a change with strength of these areas or these areas. Okay, and save it with reflection map. Now we can do bump map. For the bump map, the concept is also simple. Clear regions simulated embossing, dark regions simulated cavities. Transform your diffuse map in black and white. We do not need the layer of dirt here. Only the layer of the material will be enough to have a good effect of bump. So not need these layers. We only need this and this and these layers. Okay, this layer is not necessary. It's only a color variation. It's not a cavity variation. Okay, so we don't need this layer. Now we can painting all the things with gray tone, a half tone, a half gray tone. %, okay. Okay, and here the same thing, 50% of grayscale, and now apply this, and we have a bump map. An important thing here, we have the cavities with more lightened tone. It's wrong, and we need to make these cavities more dark in tone, so we can invert this. It's right, cavities is more dark in tone. Okay, here it's okay, and here we have a bump map. So here we have the three main maps for my character. Make this for all other UVs. Okay, here we have the diffuse map, here we have bump map, and here we have a reflection map. Test the render with these maps and come back for Photoshop for adjust these maps for get a best render, okay? Well, this is the workflow for the textures. Remember that this is repeated for all other UVs. I hope I helped you guys. A big hug to everyone and hands to work. Thank you so much. See you later.